One fish, two fish, hello fish, yellow fish. It's time to taste the pain.
I grow that hotness so y'all can watch this growing journey on my way to be a botanist. I got this garden game on lock, kid. You should spice it up and grow like bosses.
Hey, what's up? I'm Boss. I'm a gardener and a lover of all things spicy. Today on Taste the Pain, we are delving into new territory for me, the yellow fish. Now, last season on Taste the Pain, we had a traditional red fish pepper. This year, I am growing yellow fish peppers that I got seeds from Matt's Peppers. Awesome dude, awesome place to get your seeds. I'll leave a link below. The fish pepper we've talked about is a pretty cool historic pepper that was pretty much saved, if you will, revived, brought back to life, made popular again by one guy, Horace Pippin. The yellow variety, I don't know that was necessarily around at the same time. I believe the red is the original. Not really sure the history of the yellow one, but if you want to learn more about the red fish pepper, go watch my video on it. I'll leave a link in the description, naturally. The reason this is in such a small pot is because when I was planting my garden this spring, I had a spare seedling from the yellow fish pepper that I didn't have a spot for outside. And so I tossed it in this little 4-inch pot thinking, well, I'll deal with it later. I'll pot it up. I'll find somewhere to put it. I left it in the kitchen window facing south. It's grown to this size in this small little pot. It has put on 2 pretty good sized fruit on this side and 2 more on this side. They do have the variegated leaves like the traditional fish pepper. So if you look at that, you can see that there is some white and kind of light green mixed in on some of these leaves. It's not everywhere. The top ones look the best. On this particular plant, they have a lot of white in them, and they really look cool. The peppers also have variegation in striping, which is awesome. So this is kind of yellow and green striped, or lime green and dark green striped. Once they ripen, they do become that solid yellow. So pretty cool. I'm excited to see how they taste compared to the traditional red fish pepper. I don't know why they're so fat and squat. I think they're usually a longer, thinner shape like the traditional fish pepper. I don't know if it's the stress of being in this pot or what, but they kind of turned out fat. So we got fat yellow fish. Let's harvest this, cut it open, and see how it tastes. All I'm going to do to harvest this, pop it off. That's how you pick a pepper. Peter Piper. Very dense. It feels firm. A little bit of softness because it has been ripe for probably a week on the plant. Tiny little bit of softness on the backside there. I'm excited to see what it looks like inside. So let's get the plant out of the way here. Brush the dirt off the cutting board. That's how you stay sanitary. You just brush the soil off your cutting board. Got the trusty knife. I think it is time to see what's inside. Ooh, that looks nice. Smells very good. Smells like a ripe jalapeno, ripe red jalapeno with a little bit of like a lemon drop macadam type smell as well. Pretty interesting. It does have a pretty deep cavity. Again, it's Gordo, it's fat. Lots of seeds in here. I'm excited to see how it tastes. So I'm going to scrape some of those seeds out because I want to save these and grow them again next year. And maybe, you know, share some with my friends in the pepper lovers community. Link below. I've gotten the seeds out, left the membrane in because that's where the heat's going to be. Probably not too much hotter than a jalapeno. I could be surprised. Yellow fish pepper. Let's taste the pain. I'm going to talk with my mouth full. First impressions, very low heat. It actually tastes very, very similar to a yellow bell pepper, or even more accurately, if you've ever had one of the striped, I forget what they call them, but the orange and yellow striped bell pepper. That's almost spot on. Really good sweetness. Doesn't have the bitterness that a traditional fish pepper kind of has on the finish. No heat. 0 heat. That may as well be a sweet pepper. Kind of confused, so I'm going to try the other side here real quick. Let me get some of those seeds out again so that I can save them and not just chew on them. So I was expecting at least, you know, jalapeno level heat. The traditional fish pepper is even a little hotter in my experience. Let's see what this half is like. Pretty much nothing. I'm surprised. If you've grown the yellow fish pepper before, let me know in the comments. Does yours have heat? That's really unexpected. The good news is they're delicious, right? So, I mean, If you ever go to the grocery store and you see those little bags of red, yellow, and orange, like sweet Cubanelle peppers, perfect stand-in for something like that. I expect it should have heat, and I'm wondering again if the stress that this plant has been through, being in such a tiny pot, maybe is contributing to the lack of heat. Although, a lot of people say that stress makes peppers hotter, so... I do have yellowfish growing outdoors as well in my garden this year, so I may take another taste on video if they have heat, just to get a different comparison. But overall, great sweet pepper, like really good flavor. Beautiful plant. Where's the heat? I came to taste the pain. Instead, I just got a pleasant experience, so I guess, win some, lose some. That's it, yellowfish. I highly recommend giving it a grow. It tastes good. Hopefully yours will be hot. Again, let me know in the comments if you've grown it before and it should have heat. I feel like it should. I'm going to try some from my other plant here when they're ripe, but interesting pepper. We will see you very soon with another episode of Taste the Pain. 2022 garden is kicking off. And remember, plants help us grow. Peace.